And Marika, if you can stay just a little bit more to your right.
We'll take you backstage on the local entertainment scene today on The Express. On today's show,
look like it's coming out of the screen.
Emily Carr's 3D Center for Excellence.
How can we use this to create something new?
I wanna dance like Milo City.
Will Stroet and the Backyard Band.
Like Milo City. I wanna dance.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo.
Earl Marriott's production of Romeo and Juliet.
Be a guest.
How many of you have a Twitter account that you use?
Social media at the Women in Film Festival.
This is a marketing strategy that has been around for less than 10 years.
See that and more local expression.
We got onto social media and we sold out the film.
Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna Ward in False Creek. Social media, 3D cinema, Shakespeare with a twist, and an award-winning children's performer. We have one great show full of great local stories. Up first, Will Stroet is using his talents for a good cause. He's bringing about 300 kids along for part of the ride.
I wanna dance like Milo City, Kansas. So dance like Milo City, Kansas. I wanna dance like Milo City, Kansas.
Will Stroet is a successful children's performer with a secret weapon. He used to be a teacher.
When I was studying to become a teacher, I started writing songs for kids.
Will now performs full-time in theaters, at festivals, and in schools like this one.
We'll listen to his CDs in class. We'll love it because, you know, it's very live. It's lots of actions.
Let's all dance like Mac and Victoria.
Did you do lots of dancing?
Yeah.
Show me your favorite dance move that you learned today.
They're very enthusiastic, so you have to really engage that energy, but they're very honest.
I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it because of the actions. And it wasn't just him alone. There was other people playing like different instruments.
Will performs in both official languages. And the kids, well, this is what they had to say.
J'ai pensé que Will a chanté très bien.
I do a lot of shows in schools like this, and particularly with French immersion. I do a lot of music in French as well.
Will is taking his show to the Real Theatre March 19th to raise money for the Ride to Conquer Cancer.
Myself and my wife, we started a team to do the ride in honor of my mother-in-law. She was just diagnosed with breast cancer. It's open to anyone. It's open to families to come down, and the show's at 11 o'clock, and it's going to be tons of fun.
You can buy tickets to the performance on Will's website. I'm Bianca Solterbeck in Vancouver for The Express. Tickets for Will's fundraiser at the Rio Theatre are available at his website, willmusic.ca. And congratulations to him. His album Walk and Roll was recently honored with a 2011 Kids Music Award. Now on The Express, we go from music makers to movie makers. Last August, Emily Carr University unveiled its Stereoscopic 3D Center for Excellence. It's a facility helping filmmakers learn about 3D cinema and maybe create their own personal avatar.
You should see your faces.
It's being called a cinematic revolution. Nowadays, it seems every other Hollywood movie is utilizing 3D, from sci-fi thrillers to animated comedies.
You can see there's two lenses, and by moving left and right, you can actually see the two lenses.
But 3D technology has been around for decades, so why are filmmakers like Michael Verity embracing it now? Well, better, smaller, and cheaper.
Technology has been big and large and not accessible and very, very expensive. I think one of the momentums now is to try and get the technology more to a sort of prosumer level, more accessible, easier to use, and therefore that independent filmmakers can start making 3D.
It's also why Emily Carr University launched this program last year, helping new filmmakers apply the technologies in ways never done before.
You can move into documentary, independent type productions, the news in 3D. I mean, there's a whole bunch of areas that it can now grow into.
Alan Goldman's interested. The grad student is studying documentary film, and he says 3D isn't just about visual stimulation. It can also be used to add more depth to a story.
It will look like it's coming out of the screen.
It changes the relationship between the viewer and what they see in the frame. So by virtue of that, it gives a sense of immersion. It's almost like they become a tome, right? So they become something else that you can go, oh, I know I'm in a separate space now, and I'm in this separate space, and maybe because of that I can really spend some time with you.
And Goldman says because 3D is relatively new, the artistic possibilities are huge.
Okay, there's something else here. How can we use it? How can we use it as storytellers? How can we use this to create something new?
The makers of Jackass 3D asked the same question, and they were able to give viewers another dimension of the pain seen on screen.
What's happening now is the audience becomes a participant in the image and not just a straight viewer. So that relationship is still evolving, and yes, it's an exciting time for that.
So what's next for audiences? Smell? Even touch? Let's hope not. I'm Tim Chung in Vancouver for The Express.
For more info on the 3D film courses, you can go to the Emily Carr University website. You're watching The Express, and we have more truly West Coast stories coming up.
After the break,
it's an all-day affair. We have 4 different panels, 12 different speakers.
the Vancouver Women in Film Festival.
We did a little trek through the forest here where the snow was coming down out of the trees.
Snowshoeing at Mount Washington. You're watching local TV on The Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.